My name is Pragati and I am your host for the day. This pandemic has been harsh on all of us, isn't it? Especially business owners. Handling customers and running the business simultaneously can be a big challenge in this time of crisis. So here's an exclusive webinar where we'll be talking about how to delight your customers using an integrated platform. This webinar will be presented by Mrs. Sharmila Sundaram, who is the CEO of Core Factors, and she has over a decade of experience in building value and knowledge-based teams. She leads the sales and strategy at Core Factors. And let me tell you that she's amazing when it comes to delight the Core Factors family. And I am sure with her experience, she can give you some really valuable insights on how to delight your customers using an integrated platform. If you have any questions during the presentation, kindly type them in the chat box panel and we'll be addressing them during the Q&A session. Over to you, Sharmila.
Yeah, so thank you, Pragati, for your intro, and welcome all of you to another webinar. And thank you all for your time for here today. So this time, before getting into the webinar, we can have a quick introduction, and we would like to hear some of your challenges that you face with respect to the customer support or customer delighting the customers. So Pragati, like you can unmute some of them so that they can intro themselves and they can share their challenges, what they face when with respect to delighting the customers. Over to you,
Sure.
Pragati. Yeah.
So as you guys know that in this crisis, we face all of the challenges with, missing the calls of customers and how it causes discomfort to the end users. So I'll be asking some of you to share your challenges with us, if you have any. So I'm unmuting some of you guys.
So they can introduce, you can introduce yourself and you can share your challenges. So it will be like an interactive session. Otherwise, it will be a typical webinar, right? So
Yeah, sure.
yeah, let them also share, introduce them. Yeah, let them
Okay.
introduce first.
Yeah, sure. For me, I'm a content writer. So for me, the big challenge is how to connect with the audience, right? Uh, the audience now wants something fresh and nothing gloomy related to the crisis. So I try to write more fresh content for them so that they can be more relatable to them. So let's introduce some of the I'm unmuting some of you guys so that you can introduce yourselves.
Yes, Pragati, you can call out their names so that like let them introduce.
Yeah, I think most of our participants are shy. So yeah, Sam was the first one to join, right? Do you want to share any challenges you're facing?
Hey, hi, I'm Sam. I work for private industry sector. We deal with
Great.
customers. In the sense, we used to help our SMEs to grow their business. Like
Great.
we used to help them in a digital transformation. That's the business which we are into. Currently, I have an experience of almost 15 years in digital marketing space, and I used to work with reputed companies, but I doesn't want to name it here.
Yeah, that's fine.
So the idea of connecting with Core Factor is to learn more, and so that currently with this new era and new millennials people, they are coming up with more insights about digital marketing and other stuff. So that's that's why I have been pulled towards Core Factor.
Oh, that's great, Sam.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing your challenge.
Thanks. Yeah.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you. Pragati, we can go for one more and we will start.
Yeah, sure. What about Prashant? Do you want to share some of your challenges.
Hey, hi. See, nothing as far as the challenges are concerned. I would be more interested in to understand like what your product is and how would it be helping us.
Sure, sure. Which
Uh,
vertical you are from, Prashant?
I work for a company called as Bioscom Private Limited,
Uh-huh.
and I am the AVP of the company.
Okay.
So I would be more interested to know what the product does because I am more into the development part of it.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
need to know how we could help us in expanding our business, and then how we can integrate with other clients in
Okay.
order to get the most out of your product.
Okay. 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 Thank you, Prashant, for sharing your insights. So
Thank
Pragati,
you.
without yeah. So
Yeah, yeah.
Pragati, let me go ahead. So once again, friends, thank you all for taking your time and making it for our webinar today. So the title itself says, right, how to delight your customers, right? So the word delight, so when we hear the word delight, we all feel delighted, right? So before getting into the webinar, I will just share two or three quotes, famous quotes, which really tell how customer service or delighting the customers is very important. Okay, so the brand for a company is like a reputation for a person. Okay, you earn reputation by trying to do hard things well. So it's said by Jeff Bezos. And there is another quote: customer service shouldn't just be a department; it should be an entire company. It is said by Tony. So it means a lot, right? It is like he's mentioning like it should be an entire company. So entire company should take care of customers with respect to marketing, sales, or development, or you are into architect, whatever it is, right? And there is a one more quote, instead of focusing on competition, instead of focusing on competition for your business, focus on your customer. So it's all about them. Focus on your customer. So this is said by Scott Cook. So friends, with this, like we will start the webinar. So first thing is all about what are the 5 challenges that we face or you face when you are supporting your customer or when you are what to say when you are servicing your clients, right? So most of the time, the major challenges like we will miss out customer queries or calls, incoming support calls, or maybe we will miss out their emails, right? So that is the topmost problem as per the research that we will forget to address that, like we will miss the call because our number will be continuously busy in talking with other clients or prospects or leads, or maybe they would be calling after office hours, maybe after 7 o'clock or before 9 o'clock they would have called, or maybe your number was not reachable during that time. So it's like there are multiple times like the challenge comes in missing out their calls or emails. Another thing is that even though if you are on time on taking the support calls and supporting your clients, or you are like guiding them in a proper way, sometimes we couldn't able to track. Other challenge will be like tracking them, like how many calls I receive from customers in a day, how much time the customer is calling me for the support, or maybe how many emails we are receiving. So we don't have that track as well, right? So that is again a biggest challenge. And most thing like third thing like discomfort. So this we would have experienced by ourselves also. See, we are like example, if you're raising any service request, or maybe you're raising any compliant ID with any of the operators, like we will receive already we will receive a call. We will explain all our problems, and again we will receive a call from the second person. See, basically what happens is that when our service request is handled by multiple people, like whenever like queries or problems, whatever we have taken for, maybe we would have taken a product from them, we would have taken a service from them, or maybe we would have taken any kind of subscription from them. So when our request when our request is handled by two or more people, then we will feel like, Arey, just now I said to you, like my problem, again you are asking me what is your problem, right? So that will cause the discomfort. And one more important thing is that the client would have called you or mailed you yesterday, and you would have seen that mail after 2 days, right? So it is we not. I mean, if you are not responding on a timely basis, also you will face the issue. And of all these things, that will end to a result called facing churn, right? So friends, like this top 5 challenges, like you can see, these challenges will always lead us to the churn rate, which is an attrition rate. We will lose the customers. So these are the major challenges that any industries face with respect to the customer support, right? Or maybe customer success or customer service. So whatever you call it as. So next thing is that, like as our title would have said you, so how to delight your customer with an integrated system, right? Again, delight is a, we all love the word delight. And right now with in today's era, like maybe uh, this time, like this particular 2020, right now with the kind of a technology, we are leveraging the integrated system everywhere, right? Starting from the let's take a broadband, Airtel. So like we are having multiple facilities with them. Maybe you take a Paytm, we have a multiple facilities with them. You take any OTT players, so they provide a multiple facilities. So everyone is providing all in under single roof, right? So we are going to discuss about the benefits of an integrated system with respect to the customer delight, right? So friends, like when you say a benefits, right? Like we were discussing 5 different problems. So when you said a benefits, when like integrated call center facility. So like when you have a call center team for your business, like who handles the customer queries or who handle the customer request, like that time, like what happens is that most of the time your call center team and your backend team would not be integrated under the same roof. So it's better to have an integrated call center facility along with your help desk system, which is a ticketing system. So you can have a, you can use a cloud telephony. So basically, like when you say a cloud telephony, so first point is like we were missing a lot of incoming calls because the number is busy, not reachable, right? With the help of the cloud telephony, you can able to track all the calls 24/7, and you will not even miss a single call. Before and after office hours also, all the calls will get tracked, so that like call center team can use the cloud telephony solution. At the same time, it should be integrated with the ticketing system. That is very important, friends, because when you use the ticketing system separately and call center separately, so that is going to be a painful job for you to track. So it's like the one of the major benefits of integrated system is that both will be under one single place. Okay. And another thing is that like also see customers, some customers will reach to us over calls and some will reach over to emails, right? So let's take an example. If it is like your company name is like a Biscom Private Limited something, so you have an ID like ticket@biscom.com, right? If you don't have a ticketing system, what happens? You will receive the mail and there will be a support team of 4 to 5 people or 3 to 4 people. So they will be looking into the mail, they will be replying back to customers. So what will happen is that, as I said, we will miss some mails, or we will same per 2 persons will reply to the same customer. So that is a kind of an odd situation, right? So for this purpose only, so any mails you are receiving to the ticket@biscom.com, automatically it will convert as a ticket. It is converting as a service request or issue. You can raise a issue by mailing to ticket@biscom.com, right? So that is very simple. You can just write a mail, automatically it will convert to the ticket. So that is another benefit of having an integrated system. And not only that, like let's take it as you have 3 people support team. So what happens is that whenever you receive a request, or whenever your customer calls you, or whenever your customer mail you, automatically the ticket will be assigned to your support executives or success executives on a rotational basis, right? So they call you for renewing the service, or they call you for maybe any subscription details, whatever it is, automatically the ticket will be assigned, so that like that person can look into that ticket and he can like able to respond to him immediately. So that is another thing, right? Like they can follow up on a timely basis and they can resolve faster. So that is the other thing, other benefit of integrated system.
And most important thing when it comes to resolving customer queries is SLA. So SLA is nothing but service level agreement. So what is service level agreement and what is SLA? So don't worry. So you might get multiple kind of queries from your customer. They will ask some queries with related to your pricing. They will ask queries with related to your service. They will ask queries related to our working hours. There will be multiple type of queries, right? So what we can do, what a ticketing system can do is that, or what an integrated system can do is that we can pre-configure an SLA based on the nature and type of the tickets. So let's take it as, if it is a normal generic query, we can keep an SLA as 2 hours, so that your support agent has to resolve that, or it has to close that ticket within 2 hours of time. So that is called SLA, service level agreement, right? So by this way, so another most important thing is that when your call center team and ticketing system is, everything is integrated and you are defining the SLA, so what happens is that your support team productivity will get increased, and not only that, you can able to track their performance on a lively basis, and you can retain more customers. You know that very well. If you are retaining more customers, obviously your business will scale up, right? So these are the benefits of an integrated system with respect to delight your customers, right? So this is benefiting of the ticketing integrated system. So next thing is that, friends, so I would like to showcase leveraging multi-channel follow-up. So multi-channel, so this word multi-channel right now is heard across the social media, right? Everyone is saying multiple channels marketing, multi-channel support, or multiple channels. We provide you multiple channel support over SMS, emails, calls, WhatsApp. So there are multiple channels, right? So why not you leverage multiple channel for following up with your customers after sales? Like after sales, your support team or success team can follow up with your clients over multiple channels. So this will really help them for an on-time follow-up. Like for example, your customer success executive or customer success team can set up a task and reminders for a timely follow-up. Let's take it as, you have 2 customer renewals tomorrow, right? So what happens now is that, without a kind of a system in place, you couldn't able to understand which are all the clients I have it for renewal this month, right? With the kind of a success box or a support box, like a ticketing system, you can able to set a task so that if tomorrow is a renewal, your team will get notified, hey, Sharmila, you have a renewal of this clients tomorrow by 12 o'clock, kindly call them. So you will get on time notification and you can call them, sir, how are you doing? Sir, your subscription or your service is getting expired today. So if you are into insurance, you can tell them, sir, you have to renew your car insurance today. Or maybe if you are into finance, you can tell them, sir, your payment is on due, your EMI is on due. So this will help you to follow up with the clients on an on-time basis, right? So you can coordinate with them over multiple channels. So this is not possible without the integrated system, friends. So if you want to do a multiple follow-up, like with most of the ticketing systems today, Freshdesk or maybe like Zendesk, they provide multiple channels. Like Core Factors, we also provide multiple channels follow-up. So you can send an SMS, you can send them an email, you can make a call, you can send a voice, WhatsApp. So you can reach out to them in a multiple channels with the kind of a timely reminders, right? So that is a very, very important thing, so that you can able to leverage it at this particular era. You have a facility of reaching out to them in a multiple ways, right? And also not only that, your client would have raised a request saying that, hey team, I just need to understand when I want to renew my subscription. So I forgot the date. So automatically, once he is sending you a request, a ticket will be created, and the status of tickets, the live notifications will be sent to the client. Hey, your tickets, your query is handled by Ms. Shweta and her company, and she will be responding to you within 2 hours. So you can you can delight your customers with the kind of a live notification. So they will know what is my status of my query, right? So that is very, very important, a live notification. So whenever you are booking, let's say it as you are ordering a food in Swiggy or Zomato, you can track them, right? Where they are. Okay, he is just 10 minutes away. A delicious food is waiting for me in 10 minutes, right? Similarly, you can track them like live tracking. So where my food is prepared in the restaurant and the agent has came to pick up, and so you can relate it, right? So these kind of live notifications is very, very important. And finally, like you just once you closed the ticket, like you solved your customer query, I mean immediately you want to understand what is your CSAT. CSAT is very, very, very important word with respect to the service of the customer or support of the customer. When you are handling a lot of customer, you can, once your query is resolved, once you are resolving your customer query, obviously you can automate the CSAT survey. Immediately you can send them an SMS, emails, or automated voice call saying that, hey, I mean, hope your query is resolved, so kindly rate us whether you are satisfied with our service or not, right? So this automated CSAT survey will really, really help you to understand how you are delighting your customer. What is your score out of 5 in delighting your customers, right? So this is very important, friends. So leveraging multiple channel in this particular, in 2020 is a very, very important, like leveraging multiple in social media or SMS, email, or WhatsApp, whatever it is, you have to leverage multiple channels. And next is that, like, see, we will become a master, right? So maybe you will be in sales or you will be running a company. You can be maybe you'll be a marketing head, or you may be a customer success head, or maybe you are working somewhere. So when you will become a master, like you will become a master when you are really becoming a thought leader in that, right? Like when you gain lot of knowledge, when you interact with a lot of stakeholders, when you are getting more and more experience, you will become a master, right? When it comes to delighting your customer, like when it comes to customer support or success, you can become a master only if you define your company SLA. What is your company SLA or escalation matrix? You have to define your SLA. As we seen in the earlier earlier slide. So SLA is nothing but a service level agreement. So what it is, friends, like see, defining SLA is like you can define the priority. So let's take an example. So you are running a automobile. You are into like bike repair. You are running a bike repair. I mean service center, bike service center. Okay, so you will have multiple priorities, right? Like there will be clients who come on a regular 3 months once for making the checking the health of the bikes, right? And they will be clients who will be ad hocly. They will walk into your shop and they will be giving the bike for service, right? There will be multiple priorities. So you have to set an SLA. Let's take an example. If you want to like service the bike 3 months once, like automatically you should have an SLA. Like once the owner comes and give the bike to you, like your your people, like whoever is in the showroom or maybe your office. So you immediately like that ticket will be created and your client will get a notification like based, this is like 3 months once service, right? So you should have an SLA, like we should finish this service within 2 days, within 48 hours. So the customer should get a notification, you can come and collect the bike in 48 hours. So if it is an ad hoc request, like repairing something which is very, very normal, then you can define a priority like, hey, your bike will be ready in next 2 hours. So like you can define a priority. So based on the type of a ticket, based on the nature of a ticket, if you are running a let's take it as like you would have received, right? Like if you're raising any query in Videocon DTH or maybe any other things, you will receive a notification like your query will be addressed in next 24 hours. So it is like you should set the resolution time. So based on the nature of ticket. So let's take an example, core factors, right? So whenever there is a credit request, our SLA timing is 2 hours. We have to resolve it within 2 hours. So whenever it is like an account creation, we have to do it within 48 hours. So like whenever there is a kind of a deep technical query, it will be like 7 days. So like this, you need to set up your SLA for your company, you should set up an escalation matrix. When it is not solving with one phase, like then who has to be escalated? You should make it visible to your customers, because if you are doing this, the trust with you will get increased, and the clients will also get a live notification, what is my status of the ticket. And also, if there is any overdue tickets, their managers, I mean, within your team, that has to be managed, that has to be notified to your managers or owner of the company, so that your client queries will not be your client queries will be solved on a timely basis. So that defining SLA and setting up the priority on the type of a tickets or type of the issue is very, very important. Once you're doing this SLA and escalation matrix, surely your client will be enjoying your product and enjoying your service, and you will get a lot of referrals. Word of mouth is very important, right? Like you will get a referrals. They might share about you, or they might speak about you in any social media. So obviously, like you will get more and more customers because of their reference. So this is very important, friends. And outcomes. So when you are owner of a company, or when you are a CEO of the company, or when you are leading a customer success or a support team, like what are the outcomes? Right? Like I haven't mentioned output, I have mentioned like outcomes. So what is the outcomes you need to measure, so that you can always delight your customers? So first thing is that support workload. So how many number of tickets or service requests raised over calls, email and WhatsApp? So you need to track that. So with an integrated tool like Teleduce or Freshdesk or Zendesk, you can able to track what is your support team workload. And productivity. So when it comes to productivity, how many number of tickets is handled by each support agents, or how many how your success team, how many your success team on a daily basis, how they are calling with the clients for renewals or upselling or cross-selling. So you can measure the productivity of your success team and support team. That is also possible. And performance, right? Performance is obviously how many number of closed tickets, open tickets, and overdue tickets. Not only that, you can also measure how many clients are renewing, or how many clients are churn rate happened, or how many clients you have upsold, how many clients you have cross-sold. So you can able to track their performance as well. Okay, your team performance basically. And improvisation, obviously, like always there is a there is always a gap for improvising, right? Or whomever we are, we always want to improvise, we always want to keep ourselves updated, right? So improvisation also, with the kind of an integrated system, you can see which part of your product service you receive lot of queries, or maybe you receive lot of tickets, or you receive lot of demand, customer is asking for upselling and cross-selling. So you can identify, analyze that and take action accordingly. So that will help you to increase your obviously your revenue, and you can also scale the business according to the improvisation. And finally, satisfaction and retention, as I said to you, CSAT score. So CSAT score will tell you how good you are in delighting your customer, and how good you are in retaining the customer. So these are the outcomes as a team you should measure. Like as a head of a success support, or maybe you are leading company, or maybe your CEO, these are the outcomes you need to measure on weekly basis or monthly basis or a daily basis as well. So this will be really, really helpful for you. Okay. And yes, so there are multiple tools available in the market, and why specifically Core Factor Support Box? So you will have a question, right? Why you need to use our tool? So friends, to give a brief of what Core Factors does. So initially, Mr. Prashant was also asking, he want to know what we do. So see, Core Factors is not about, it is a Core Factors product name is Teleduce. So we provide 5 different modules of business under one single roof. And what are the modules? Marketing, sales, communication, customer support, and customer success. We provide 5 different modules under one single roof, and we help you to sell faster, scale faster, and resolve faster. So this is our mission and vision, friends. So specifically today we have spoke about a lot of things about support box and success box. So let me tell you So why core factor support box, right? So quickly, I will take you through the dashboard. So friends, you can see here, right? Now you can relate the things, right? So this is our live panel of core factors support box. You can see this is a ticket, so you can see all the tickets here, or if you want to see only my tickets, I can also see my tickets. And here you can see what all the tickets I received, what is my ticket ID. Ticket is nothing about your customer query or customer issues they are facing. They will write a mail, right? Once they are writing a mail, automatically it will come and create it as a ticket. So the tickets can be created in multiple ways. One of the way is this. So first way is that, like whenever you have a ticket, automatically if your customer calls you, so you will have a IVR number, right? So whoever it is, your customer can call you. So immediately all the live calls will be tracked here like this. And if it is, let's take an example like a BISCOM, welcome to BISCOM, press 1 for sales and press 2 for support. Like that, if your customer is, we are playing an IVR, your customer will hear that. And once moment they press 2, that call will come here. So your support team executive and your customer will be in the call. So what they can do is that if it is a ticket, they can click add to ticket. Automatically it will be moved to the support box. If it is a lead, if they are pressing 1 and if it is a lead, then it will go to the lead box. So lead box is a separate topic, friends. That is a sales box. So you can refer my previous webinars. I have elaborated in brief about the lead box. It is available in YouTube. If you want, Pragati will ping you the link in the chat box. Pragati or Komalesh, kindly do the needful. Now, once the moment they add it as a ticket, automatically they can, once they are creating it and saving here, automatically that will come and sit under the ticket box. And also, as I said, you can convert your emails, ticket@xyz.com. If anyone is mailing to your email ID, that will also be created as a ticket. And not only that, like you can manually assign to someone in your team, or like you can assign auto assignment based on the team is also possible. You can auto assign the tickets so that I will be notified. So I can access only my ticket, so I will be notified. And not only that, like obviously, like completely this support box is configurable according to your needs. So whatever fields you want to capture in your query, customer query form, you can customize the fields here. And once the ticket is created, what reply SMS you have to set. You can create an auto reply SMS, auto reply email SMS, auto reply email also you can create. You can just create it. And also like whom the ticket has to be notified. Whenever there is a new query from the customer, whom in your team has to be notified, you can add notification. And very importantly, as I said, SLA. So without SLA, you can't become a master with respect to success or support. So you can add an SLA setting. So you can add a type. If it is an resolution time based on the priority of the ticket, I can have low, medium, high, urgent. You can configure it according to your need. And what is the time? I'm giving 24 hours and I can select a user. So whenever I receive a medium priority ticket, this is my resolution timing. So your customer will be notified accordingly. That is possible. So with respect to customer support, you can able to follow up with them. You can see, for example, if you want to see the entire ticket information, what all the tickets has been created, and what all the activities you did with them, whether you called them, emailed them, whatever activity, notes, what all the activities, and files, what are the files with respect to the ticket. For example, if your client is uploading any file, if your field sales executive wants to, they are going for a service with one client place and they want to take a picture and upload it here, right? For example, you are having a center and they are going for a service center and they are going out to the client place. They want to take a pic and update. That is also possible. And so that is something. And not only, as you see here, multiple kind of communication is possible. That's why we mentioned leverage the multi-channel, right? That is also possible, friends. And coming to the customer success, right? So here comes the engagement score and everything. So customer success box. So you can see customer success manager with Teledues. So here, this is completely, it will be integrated with your billing system or not. You can manually maintain your transaction. This is nothing but success box with transaction details, success box with billing software, success box integrated with the billing software. So let's take an example. If you want to, if you need a 360-degree view of customer, whatever business you are, you can see entire details of your customer here. Your customer name, his email ID, his mobile number, what is the product he have taken from you, what is his annual recurring rate, what is the engagement score, it is a CSAT score, and what is the status, and what all the transactions, what all the invoice or estimate you have raised for him, what all the activities your team did with him for post sales, whether they called them, emailed them, created a task, notes. You can track the activity, you can track the tickets, what are all the tickets you have raised with you, what are all the tasks your team has created, what are all the notes your team have created. So it acts as a 360-degree view of your customer, right? So as a business owner, or maybe leading a customer success or support team, you wanted to something like a success box where you can really able to leverage and provide best service and support. You can delight your customers with respect to support box. At the same time, you can able to cross sell and upsell with respect to the success box. With the help of success box, you can able to cross sell and upsell, because it is integrated with your billing system. It will clearly show you which are all the payment reminders you will get, invoices, payment reminders. And not only that, you will get all your renewals. You can send automatic reminders for renewals. So multiple things are possible. Again, you can do all the activity. If you want to create a new transaction, create a ticket, call the customer, SMS them, email them, entire thing you can do here. So friends, so this is all about Core Factors support box and success box. So like obviously, like a success box and support box will help you to, as I said, it will help you to resolve faster and scale faster. So with success box and support box, you can able to sell more, retain your customers more, and you can scale in the phase you require. So I think I am done with the whatever insights I want to share. So now I would be liking to have a very interesting interactive session with you all. So over to you, Pragati.
Yes, thank you, Sharmila, for sharing your valuable insights on how an integrated platform can be a crucial tool for any business. Now we're conducting the Q&A session. So if anyone wants to ask any questions or have any doubts regarding the topic, they can surely ask. Anyone has any questions?
Hi, this is Sandeep here.
Hi, Sandeep.
Hello, Sandeep. Yeah, can you
Hi.
introduce yourself, Sandeep? Yeah.
Myself, Sandeep. I work with Musecom Private Limited.
Okay.
I'm a team lead for a development team.
Okay.
So we are a customer for Core Factor also. We are using our services
Great.
for our
Great.
applications.
Okay.
I was happy to see that what you showed gone through us. Okay. So I have a question here. So just clarification I need. So once the customer sends a mail, the issue mail, you go to one support ID, like support@some xyz.com, and it records it as a ticket.
Yeah.
So as soon as the support handle person who is handling the support, he sends a reply through email, right?
Automated reply is also possible.
So automated reply is fine. That I agree, that I got it. And then if I'm sending them this issue is resolved. So that would go it as a mail, or how it is actually?
It will go it as a mail. It will be in the same. That we can configure in the backend only. Like it will go it as a mail, or if you want to, let's take it as once you are marking the lead as resolved, marking the ticket as resolved, right? So automatically your client will receive a mail like your ticket number, this thing is resolved, and whatever reply your team has given, right? Whatever reply, and that will be displayed to the client.
Okay, so for example, we say we fix it from our side, and then we say it is done, and then if the same customer replies to that same mail,
so again it will come and sit in the ticket box only.
For the same ticket, or it will create it as a new ticket?
No. See, once you are opening a ticket, okay. So let's take it as you have a customer has raised the query, and your support team is replying back to them. There will be multiple mails going from here and there, right?
Correct.
So all the things will be in a one single loop, and the moment you mark it as closed, then that ticket will be closed.
Until unless I close the ticket, so it whatever to and from communication will be sitting under one ticket.
Yes. To and from communication will be sitting under one ticket, and you can see all the activities, whatever mails has been sent, whatever mails has been received. So everything will be tracked.
Okay. So means I sent a reply. I sent the reply to one of my customer, and he replies with a screenshot, and then he sends us some message, and it will
You will
sit in
receive
this.
it in the ticketing system only. You will receive like new email received from the customer, and if you click that view button, you can able to see what it is.
Okay.
Okay.
And one more doubt is that
Please.
can we get APIs for this kind of application?
Sure. I think
Can we integrate in our applications?
sure. Like we will provide an API to integrate in your application. Your account manager is may I know your account manager?
Vimal.
Okay, sure. Like Pragati, make a note and ask Vimal to keep in touch with Sandeep. Surely we will do the needful, Mr. Sandeep.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Sandeep. Have a great day. Yeah.
Thank you.
Friends, not only with respect to ticketing system like support box and success box, if you have any queries in generic by delighting your customers with the kind of I have personally handled hundreds of clients in past 5 years, so that I can able to share my insights, like if that might be helping you. So you can ask generic also. It is not with respect to teledues and core factors. Generically, if you have any kind of a queries also, kindly let me know. I can able to reply you back. I can share my experience. Yeah, Pragati, you can unmute. You can unmute if there is someone, like you can unmute others.
Yeah. So anyone else has any queries regarding this topic? Like Sharmila said, any generic questions are also welcome.
Hi, this is Sam again.
Hey, hi Sam.
Yeah.
Sam, now I would ask CSAT, okay? Customer satisfaction query. So how was the webinar?
Webinar is good.
Great.
No, it is all in the sense, basics are always important, and
Yes.
we should stick to basics. That's one thing which I learned from my boss and as well as from you as well.
Great.
My question is, what are the techniques to acquire more customer in a SaaS product?
Okay. Acquiring more customers in a SaaS product, right? Sam, this is related to marketing, but still, with my experience, since we are into SaaS business, I'm just sharing some of the insights to you. Sam, like if you have started a new venture, okay, you are in the beginning stage, or what is your stage?
In the beginning stage.
Okay, so if you are in the beginning stage, the first thing you have to do is that create a website. Okay.
Yeah.
If you have already created a website, then concentrate on SEO. So you should hire a digital marketer, okay, and make sure that, say, first of all, you have to make very clear what is your plan for next 6 months. First thing is that you should plan, okay. You should plan, and you should make your website accordingly to your target audience, okay. So what kind of target audience you're targeting, accordingly you should make sure that your website is very easy, that even a 6th standard kid can also understand what it is. Okay. Don't create a website which is not at all. So that's the reason we are also reworking on our website right now. So you can see the new website in another 1 month, maybe. That is a thing, and you should start doing. You should hire a digital marketer, or maybe there are a lot of freelancers also. Initially, like you can go with some of them who work partially for you. So create a plan. Like create a SEO. I mean, start doing SEO for your website, and start so that, like, moment you do the SEO, you can write blogs, you can write lot of content, you can page and you can post guest blogs on other websites. So you should write more and more content. Concentrate on content. Right, maybe you can write about your customer testimonials, you can write about the technology you are using, you can write about the current what is strategy related to your product. You can write more blogs, okay. And not only that, you can post in other websites, so that by doing all the kind of an off-site and on-page activity, you will get a SEO ranking, so that, like, without spending money, organically, like if someone searches for you,
Like you will be on a top of the Google, right? So this is an organic way. Organic way will take some time. It might take 6 months or 1 year. But other easy way is that like very simple, run a Google ads. Okay. But again, make sure that whatever page, see once the moment the end user click the ad, right? So you have to choose your target audience. So make sure that you are choosing the right target audience, maybe in Google AdWords or Facebook. So what is your product, sir, Sam? Like,
it is a digital marketing tool, automation tool.
Okay, digital marketing automation tool. Maybe digital marketers will be your target audience, right?
Possibly, yes.
So maybe like you see, you should choose your right target audience. You can run a Google ads, okay? So that like you will be displayed on top of it based on the bidding, and you can click the. I mean, the moment they click and come inside, they should not get disappointed. So create the landing page in such a way. It's very simple. Don't ask for more details. Just ask only 3 or 4 details so that you can easily capture the lead. And in Facebook also is the same way. And that's where you need a like once the moment you're running a Google AdWords or Facebook ads, you can able to capture the leads and in the lead box, and you can maintain, you can nurture and move them to closer to conversion, right? So Sam, these are the basic things. So first, keep your website ready, do SEO, write lot of relevant content and post on relevant sites, do Google AdWords, Facebook. So these are the something, and also like you can do some activities where you get some partners for you, referral partners or channel partners, or maybe affiliate marketing. You can try out this also. And if you want, one most thing you should always do is that email marketing. So email marketing, don't do bulk email marketing for everyone here. Please make sure. So bulk email marketing era is gone. Now it's all about cold emailing. Cold emailing is very, very personalized emailing. You are targeting only 50 people. In a go, you're sending email to only 50 people. So this kind of email marketing is working well according to the Gartner report or according to the Harvard Business Review. So you can do email marketing. That is one thing that will continuously give you results. Okay. So I would suggest for for you, I would suggest kindly go through the Google fundamentals of digital marketing.
Super.
Google course, you can go through it, so that like that contains of some 26 lessons. So you can go through it, and once you're finishing the course, you will have a better clarity on what you should do next.
Super.
Okay, that is my suggestion, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for
thank you, sir. Yeah.
Thank you, Sam. Thank you for asking the question. It's very valuable. And thanks, Sharmila, for addressing everyone's queries. Anybody has any other questions?
Yeah, we can take questions, Pragati. We have another 12 more minutes. I think we can take. You can unmute them.
Yeah, okay. Anyone else has any questions? They can surely ask.
You can unmute everyone, Pragati, at least 2-3 of them, if they want to chat, or maybe like. Hello.
I'm audible? Yes. Yeah, tell me, sir. Tell me.
So, Pragati, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, you have unmuted?
Yeah.
Yes, so
we can wait. So if anyone is having any queries, surely like we are loving to address that.
Yeah, okay.
So like friends, we would like to take a quick customer satisfaction survey basically. So if you really felt this webinar is useful, can you type yes in the chat? Let us see how many yes we are getting.
Okay.
We can see whether you really felt it is good for you and you felt like this will add a lot of value to you. You can type yes. And moreover, if you have any queries also, you can type in the chat. No issues.
Okay, nice.
Okay. Okay. Good. So like I can
see Manivannan, Sam, Sandeep, Vipin Bharadwaj, Prashant, Lalit. So a lot of people have, thank you friends, thank you. And Prakati, you can mute like, see yes, Karthikeyan Chandrasekharan is asking like, can I get a recorded video of this presentation?
Yes, yes, sure. You will get the recorded video after this webinar ends in your email, and it will be uploaded in YouTube also. There also you can check.
Yeah, great. So Vipin, you have any question, or Lalit or Manivannan, Karthikeyan, you have any queries, so that we are happy to really take that. And
Ma'am,
Velu, yeah,
yes, ma'am. I have one question. Like,
yeah,
it
Vipin.
may not
Hi.
be directly related to this, but no, I am using your system. This
okay, you're already a customer.
Yes, I am using your Teledos. I am from Jaipur.
Okay, your company name.
House to home.
Great, sir. Akshay is handling you, right?
Akshay is handling. No?
Yeah.
The thing is, ma'am, actually, today I had a class with one of your executive. She was
Okay.
able to show me how the things works on your system. But no, what happens in a one shot or in a one go, it's very difficult for us to go through all the things and to understand everything in a systematic
Yes.
way.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So if you have any tutorial kind of thing, no, so
Yes,
if
sir.
I get stuck somewhere, so
Sure,
reach to
sure.
that point and we can see how it is done.
Yeah, Vipin, for this I will answer this. So Vipin is asking one go. It is 100% your true, Vipin. That's the reason we are conducting monthly webinar exclusively for our clients. So I will ask Akshay to notify you whenever there is an exclusive webinar for clients in both Hindi and English. And not only that, Vipin, we have a recorded video of all the things, of all the features in Hindi and English. Vipin, surely I will ask Akshay to share all the videos with you.
Friends, I mean, it was extremely really interactive session, I would say. Like the people in the webinar were really interacting well, and we feel really happy. And some of our customers also attended this webinar, so we are extremely happy for that. And felt, I mean, it was like we feel that we have given some insights, and you can spend 1 hour of your time, and surely you would have taken some kind of insights from us. And in an upcoming webinar, so we are working on how to really give more insights and more share more knowledge with you. So kindly stay tuned for August month. So August month, there is a webinar exclusively for referral partners and channel partners, and there is a webinar, very important webinar with respect to lead response time. How quickly you want to respond to a lead. So there are 2 exclusive webinars which is coming on the August month. Stay tuned, and I think that's it from my end, Pragati. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Sharmila.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for addressing everyone's queries and giving a proactive insight on this topic. Actually, everyone was so interactive. I loved it. Also, I would like to thank all of the participants who took their precious time out and participated in this interactive webinar. So thank you all so much. Thank you for being here today. Take care of yourself and your loved ones in this pandemic.